Hi, I'm Sarah Kimmorley. I'm the Director of Communications at Antler. My role here at Antler is predominantly anything to do with communications for both the brand and our portfolio companies. So whether that be PR, branding, events, media, you name it, that's kind of my bread and butter. I joined Antler after spending 6 years as a journalist. My career through journalism was pretty linear, and then I've kind of diverted into corporate comms. So when I left school, all I wanted to be was a journalist. I did all my school internships at mostly television stations. I thought I was going to be the next Sandra Sully out there, either as an anchor or a roving reporter. I quickly realised it was pretty hard to get into, and it wasn't actually for me. And I landed a job as a part-time weekend editor for an up-and-coming digital brand called Business Insider. There I kind of cut my teeth in journalism and kind of worked my way up within the newsroom, from weekend editor to journalist to editor, and finally when I left I was the general manager of not just Business Insider but 3 other amazing brands, tech brands, Gizmodo, Kotaku and Lifehacker. It was a great experience. Obviously journalism's a bit of a cutthroat industry, and I decided that I probably wanted to change things up and broaden my skill set and get new experiences, and that led me to Antler. When it comes to advice, the best advice I've ever got, I'd probably say just go with your gut. I remember when I was thinking about transitioning out of journalism into corporate communications, I remember being really torn about this other job that I was going for, and it just didn't sit right, and I wasn't excited by it, and it was just a way to move on. It was actually my dad that told me, if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. And then this amazing opportunity at Antler came up, and all those kind of fears and concerns or worry that I would be able to succeed went away. And I think that just comes with trusting your gut and knowing that it's right for you. What I wish I knew when I was starting my career, I think I would have loved to know more about the variety of what's out there and what you can do. Obviously I was always a keen writer, which is why I got into journalism to begin with, but there just didn't seem to be the kind of education around the possibilities. Even at uni, I think there was only the option to study either broadcast or print journalism, and so that would either mean radios or televisions or newspapers. Digital journalism, it wasn't even an offering then, so it just goes to show how quickly things are developing. That would probably be my answer. The biggest mistake I've ever made, I think, probably not bringing my authentic self to work. I think it's so important to be who you are and, feel comfortable enough to be able to do that in your work setting. Obviously, the workplace needs to make you feel like you can do that. So it's a two-sided approach, but I think, initially I probably wasn't bringing my authentic self to work, and it wasn't until later in my career when I felt more comfortable in who I was that I was able to do that, and probably the right workplace to do that as well is helpful. And then finally, I guess, my key to success, I'm not sure that there's one thing. I think it's probably being open to opportunities. I think it's setting goals for yourself and having a timeline that you can kind of tick off along the way, and always have in the back of your mind as you go to work every day, what are those goals that you're working towards personally as well as obviously professionally. And then just hard work. I am a big believer in rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty and making sure that you're just plugging away at whatever it is that you need to do in order to reach your personal, professional goals. Thanks.